Martha Jenkins, age 70, had 3 rules in life. 1. Never trust a man who irons his jeans. 2. Always carry peppermint in your purse. 3. Never, ever sing karaoke. She had lived by these principles since retiring from her job as a school secretary a decade ago and moving into Rosewood retirement home. Martha liked order. She liked quiet. She liked her chamomile tea steeped exactly 4 minutes. And most of all, she liked not embarrassing herself in public. But as fate would have it, rule number 3 was about to be tested. Rosewood was known for its cheerful decor, its bottomless pudding cups, and its Tuesday night talent show. Every month, the rec room transformed into a makeshift theater with folding chairs, a karaoke machine that had seen better decades, and a stage made from a raised carpeted platform someone once tripped over during a line dance demonstration. Everyone had their thing. George danced tango with an imaginary partner named Rosa. Loretta, who used to play percussion in a high school marching band, clacked spoons with the skill of a drum major. And Bruce. Bruce was the king of karaoke. Bruce Delaney, 73. Slicked back his white hair like Elvis, wore Hawaiian shirts year-round, and had an uncanny ability to turn any song, even Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star, into a Vegas performance. His voice wasn't good, exactly, but it was enthusiastic, and that counted for something at Rosewood. Martha avoided the spotlight like it was contagious. She sat in the 3rd row every Tuesday, clutching her tea and muttering under her breath like a judge on a secret singing panel. Then came the Golden Oldies edition. Bruce had big plans. "We need a duet," he declared, spinning around in the dining hall with imaginary jazz hands. Something snappy, something classic, something unexpected. "What about you and Loretta?" Martha suggested without looking up from her knitting. "Nah, Loretta takes the stage like she's storming Normandy," he said. "We need mystery, drama. You, Martha." Martha laughed so hard she dropped her yarn. "Absolutely not. I have stage fright, public speaking anxiety, and an allergy to microphones. You hummed 'Ain't No Mountain High Enough' in the laundry room last week." Bruce grinned. "That was me trying to scare away a possum," she snapped. Bruce was not deterred. Enter Ethel Bloomfield. Ethel, 68, was a former kindergarten teacher with the face of a saint and the strategic mind of a military general. She was also Martha's best friend, and therefore the perfect accomplice. "Martha, dear," Ethel said on Monday morning, stirring her oatmeal, "would you help me carry some cookies to the rec room tomorrow night?" "Of course," Martha said. "You know I'll never say no to cookies." Tuesday night arrived. Martha adjusted her favorite cardigan, slipped a few peppermint candies into her pocket, and walked into the rec room expecting oatmeal raisin and conversation. Instead, she was greeted by a spotlight and a microphone. "Ladies and gentlemen," Bruce announced, "tonight, we have a surprise duet, Martha Jenkins and me, singing 'Ain't No Mountain High Enough.'" There was applause, whistles. Even George shouted, "Go, Martha." Martha blinked. "You tricked me." "Technically," Ethel said, placing a cookie in her hand. "I baked you into it." Before Martha could protest, the music started. Bruce leaned in and whispered, "Don't worry. Just move your lips. I'll sing loud enough for both of us." But something odd happened. Martha didn't freeze. She didn't faint. Her foot started tapping. Her hips swayed, just slightly. By the second verse, she was singing, not mouthing, not whispering, singing. By the chorus, she was harmonizing. By the end, Bruce dipped her, dangerously low. and the audience rose in thunderous applause. Martha was stunned. "I think I liked that," she whispered. "Of course you did." Bruce grinned. "You've got pipes." After the show, Martha sat with Ethel and Bruce, nibbling cookies and trying to understand what had just happened. "I broke rule number 3," she muttered. "Some rules are meant to be broken." Ethel smiled. Bruce leaned in conspiratorially. "Next month is disco night. I've got sequins." Martha rolled her eyes but didn't say no. Blank. Underscore. Blank. Over the next few weeks, something changed in Martha. She found herself humming more in the halls, smiling at residents she used to simply nod at, and, most alarming of all, looking forward to Tuesday nights. She even began suggesting songs. "We should try something upbeat," she told Bruce one afternoon. "Maybe Dancing Queen." "ABBA? You're speaking my language," he said. They started rehearsing on Saturdays in the music room, which mostly involved Bruce doing dramatic gestures while Martha tried not to laugh. Ethel was their audience of one, giving polite applause and endless cups of herbal tea. Bruce, less hip thrusting. Martha, more shoulder movement. Ethel coached like a Broadway director. They were ready. The night of the disco show, Bruce wore gold shoes, a ruffled shirt, and sunglasses he insisted were for the vibe. Martha wore a sparkly scarf Ethel found at a thrift store and a necklace that lit up when she laughed. As they took the stage, the crowd roared. George held up a sign that said, "Go Marda." Loretta banged her spoons in time with the beat. They began their performance of Dancing Queen, and the room exploded with claps and cheers. Martha twirled. Bruce pointed dramatically into the crowd. Even the skeptical nurse in the back started dancing. At the final note, Martha struck a pose. She had become a star. Blank. Underscore. Blank. The next morning, the buzz was all over Rosewood. "I didn't know Martha had it in her. Did you see Bruce's spin? Looked like he almost dislocated something. I haven't seen this much excitement since they put an extra waffle in the breakfast buffet." And that's when it happened. A letter appeared on the bulletin board. "Rosewood's Got Talent, a special showcase this spring. Residents are invited to compete for the coveted Golden Microphone Award. Auditions begin next month." Bruce gasped. "This is it. Our big break." "Break? I nearly broke my ankle last night," Martha said, rubbing her knee. "Come on. You were amazing. We could win this thing." Ethel leaned in. "You know, you'd look pretty good holding a golden microphone." After some dramatic sighing and 2 cookies, Martha agreed. Blank. Underscore. Blank. The weeks that followed were filled with rehearsals, costume ideas, and the occasional ice pack. They tried duets from every genre. Bruce suggested country, but Martha vetoed it. "I will not yodel." Bruce. In the end, they settled on "A Little Help from My Friends" by the Beatles. "Fitting," Martha said, "and easier on the hips." Audition day came. The judges were Edna, referee and bingo enforcer, Nurse Carol, and Mr. Henderson from Unit 9B, who claimed to be a retired Broadway usher. Their performance was heartfelt, silly, and surprisingly in tune. When they finished, Edna wiped away a tear. "Well, that was unexpectedly delightful." Mr. Henderson stood and clapped. "You two are in. Final showcase is next month." They made it. Blank. Underscore. Blank. The showcase was the biggest event Rosewood had seen in years. The rec room was transformed with balloons, banners, and an actual red carpet made from donated rugs. Martha and Bruce were the final act. Backstage, Martha paced. "What if I forget the words? What if I trip? What if? Bruce took her hand. Hey, you've already climbed the mountain. Martha, this is just the view from the top. She smiled. Okay, but if you spin too fast again, I'm not catching you. They walked on stage together. And as the music began, Martha sang with joy, confidence, and just the right amount of sass. Bruce harmonized, threw in a shimmy, and winked at the crowd. When the song ended, the applause was deafening. They didn't win the golden microphone. George's dramatic interpretive dance about retirement took the prize, but Martha didn't care. She was glowing. Blank. Underscore. Blank. That night, as they sat under the stars on the patio, sharing a thermos of cocoa, Bruce looked at her. You know, you broke rule number 3. I did. She nodded. But I kept rule number 2. I still have peppermint in my purse. Bruce laughed. What about rule number 1? Oh, that still stands. If you ever iron your jeans, I'm out. Blank. Underscore. Blank.